4, 3, 2, 1. Hey everybody, it's Ian the Off-Kilter Crafter. I hope you're having a great day today. Yes, I am Captain Jack Sparrow, and I hope you are ready for some fun times today, guys. I'm so excited for this. I really am so incredibly excited for this. I have been watching everybody in the chat across multiple channels. Laura Lynn, Becca, my channel, Tiffany's channel. We are so ready for this, and I cannot wait for everybody to join in on this challenge. In fact, let's go ahead and bring everybody in and say hello to everybody. I'm going to remove my spotlight so that way we can see everybody. Hello, everybody.
I didn't get the memo that we were supposed to dress up, so
you definitely did. You definitely did.
I definitely did not. But here's my costume. I'm a ghost. Let's go.
Oh my gosh!
Scary, Becca.
I love it. I love it.
Leftover.
So, my costume right here. It's sparkles.
It's a quilter's life. You're a quilter. It's perfect for you. Oh my gosh. Thank you guys for joining me. We've done this before. We started off over on Tiffany's channel. If you want to go back and check that out over on Tiffany's channel, we did the Lineworks channel because all 4 of us had the Lineworks layer cake. And so we went through and made projects using that one. For today's, it's going to work a little differently because these 3 lovely ladies did not know what fabric I sent them. I sent them all a mystery package, which they have in front of them. They have not been able to open it yet. They have not peeked inside, at least I hope they haven't. And they are not able to see what's inside. So I told them you're going to have you're going to have 3 quarter pieces of fabric to use. And you have to use it in this project. Now, I know not everyone is a Halloween fan, so I made it a Halloween/fall challenge. You can make any project that you want using this fabric. Doesn't have to be a quilt, but you have to use at least one of the fabrics, and it has to be at least a piece of it. So you could use 1 strip, you could use 1 piece, you can use whatever, but there has to be at least 1 piece of these 3 fabrics in your project. Simple enough, right? Simple enough.
Yeah, I think we can deal with that. Still don't know what I'm going to make. We'll figure it out.
That's okay. That's okay. We'll all figure it out. I know what I'm making, but I had an unfair advantage. Admittedly, I had an unfair advantage because I knew what the fabric was. So, all right. I guess, ladies, are y'all ready to find out what's inside the package?
Yes. Yeah, and I can bring everybody along for the overhead shot by doing this.
No, we want to see your face as you open this.
Oh God!
So let's because I think you're gonna love this fabric.
I asked him last night, does it have people on it?
I told her I didn't. She would find out soon enough. So, audience, are we ready to see them open up the packages? I see Tracy is definitely ready. By the way, guys, I forgot to mention hello to everybody in the chat. I'm so sorry that I didn't say hello. I'm just so excited to get going on this. So let's go ahead and open up the packages and see what fabric we got.
You need the Iron Man to rip the package open.
Oh my goodness. Yeah.
There's something hard in here.
Oh God.
Wait, so that's funny. By the way, I do.
Ian,
I do
I'm
love
coming
this.
to QuiltCon, mister, and I'm going to kick your butt up and down the hallway.
Okay, so I do love this fabric. Super excited about this, but I have to tell you, like Teresa, I've had these packages and I've been sitting here feeling, I've been going, there's something hard in there, Ian. There's something hard in there. He's like, it's just fabric, Becca. It's just fabric, Becca. I'm like, no, you put an air tag or something in there. I feel it. And I was even like, could it be another Ziploc bag? I'm like, nope, definitely not. And he pulled our chain. Practical joke.
Technically, I didn't lie to you because each time you asked, I said, Becca, there's fabric in there. I didn't say just fabric. I said, there's fabric in there. I never lied to you. So yes, there
Roach.
is a plastic roach. I put a plastic roach in everybody's fabric so it would fall out, just like you saw. Trickery.
Mine's gonna sew with me on the sewing machine.
I love it. I love it.
Thank
So
you for that, Ian.
Do what? Perfect. That's a perfect place. So yes, as you can see, there are 3 colors of the neons from Tula Pink. You have the orange. Ooh, I just ran over my pedal. Better unplug that before I just pull the whole thing off the table. Anyways, there are 3 neons in there. You have the orange neon, you have the green neon, and you have the purple neon, which I think are perfect Halloween colors. So you have to incorporate at least one of those fabrics somewhere in your project.
Oh man, see, listen, here's the thing. The whole time we've been going to do this, we've been talking about this, and I'm like, I don't know what I'm gonna make. I don't really want to make anything for Halloween. Maybe I'll just take the fabric, because I probably won't like it, because it's gonna be Halloween, and wrap it around some cording and make a candy bowl. And then it was, well, maybe I'll make like a little quilted bowl, or maybe I'll make just like a scrap thing that I can just give away. And now I'm looking at this and I'm coveting it, and I don't want to give it away.
I know. I knew as soon as you saw it that you would change your mind. I knew it. I knew you were going to do that. So that's the fabric that you have to use today.
Okay. My project's done. I'm decorated. I got my
Now I'm wishing I would have prepared for like my little seam bag, rice bag things.
We could take a couple minutes if you wanted to go grab the materials.
Absolutely. I can talk about the project that I'm going to work on while y'all kind of start reorganizing and refitting if you wish.
I think that's a great idea. Why don't you stop yourself, talk about yours, and we'll get ours together. Give us 10 minutes to figure out what we're going to do.
That sounds like a good idea. I'm going to go ahead and spotlight myself again for everyone. They're going to go off and work on figuring out what they're going to work with. For me, since I knew what was coming down for this, I decided to work on the Atomic Starburst quilt. Now, Becca, it's funny because Becca actually sent me this pattern. She gifted me this pattern. So I saw this one, and when I started working on the challenge and saw what fabric I was going to use for the challenge, I figured this would be a great quilt to work on. So if you've ever worked on the Atomic Starburst quilt, there are diamonds. A lot of the pieces are big diamonds of fabric. I figured this would be a really great use of the diamond fabric. So I have, let's see, I don't even remember which fabric line this is. I have the whole stack over here of all of this. This is, oops, well, there was a salvage. The Spirit to Create. No, that's not it. Shoot, I don't remember which Halloween line this is, but it is one that I loved when I saw it. Rachel Horror, I think is the name. Hauer. She put out, I think this is like Storybook Halloween or something like that. It is a free spirit. I should have put this in the description down below, but it is a really great prints for creating with. And so I have some ghosts I cut out. There are some potion bottles and such. There are some really big pieces. There's some coffins. There are, like I said, some really big, great, bold prints that I think are going to turn into some really lovely diamonds. And what I have decided to do is with my striped pieces, I'm going to be turning those into FPP, the Starburst. Oh, I forgot the bats. This is the whole reason I bought this, were for these bats. Look how awesome these bats are. They're so freaking cool. Hi, Deborah. So what I'm going to do with the stripe pieces is I'm going to be turning them into the Starbursts for this pattern. Hey, Katie, welcome. So I have them in green. I have them in purple. I know, be careful with my sleeves, Rochelle says. I know, I got to be careful with those today. And I have the orange. So I'm going to be using these colors as so. So I think it's going to be a really perfect quilt using the striped fabric. And then I have some Tula fairy flakes in ink for the background. So that's what I'm going to be working on. Let's see how the other ladies are doing. Becca is still trying to figure out what she's going to work on. Did you pull your supplies, Teresa?
Yes, I did. I'm ready.
She's
Excellent.
go.
I think I better press these first before I cut them, and then I'm still going to just go ahead and go with my original idea of what I was going to do, but now I've changed the other fabrics that are going to go with this.
Perfect. Perfect.
I found
Right,
a fabric,
Oh, I love it.
Ooh.
and
That's going
it's
to be a
Tula
good.
to go with
Yeah.
Tula, and I'm just going to make a bag.
How
Oh,
many
I
of
never
us?
said we couldn't make a bag.
How
I'm
many
gonna
of us
make
are
a
just
bag
going to
too.
make the bag? Like all of us are just going to sit here and make bags.
Not me. I'm making a quilt. But that's okay because we said on this challenge that we could make whatever we wanted. It didn't have to be a quilt. We could do whatever we wanted.
Well, I'm
I
going
gotta
to
give a
make
shout.
blocks.
I gotta give out a shout to Anne. She's tuning in from New Zealand. Good morning. Hello.
Okay, so I think I'm going to do a bag too, but it'll be interesting to see how. I think we should continue with this. Let Ian make his quilt because I know Halloween is near and dear to him, so he would love to have a Halloween quilt, right?
Yep.
So the three of us are going to make basically Tula bags, right?
Yeah.
We're taking the fabric from Everglow and we're adding apparently Tula maybe into it. It'll be interesting to see how all three of our bags look.
It will. I'm excited.
Since Teresa's sitting there and Tiffany's off grabbing something, do we want to talk about what bags we're going to make? Teresa, you want to talk about what you're going to do?
Yeah, I'm just going to make like well, originally it was going to be like a Halloween bag, that you could take trick or treating, or you could also use it as a grocery bag, a little tote. So I'm making a tote.
Okay.
I'm still going to make the tote, but it's going to be out of Tula Pink fabric now. So,
I like it.
and I won't have as many cuts of different fabrics and stuff as I was going to have. So, yeah.
Deborah
Well-
says, loving your costume. Thank you so much.
What kind of bag are you going to make, Becca?
So a few years ago, several years ago, Yvette was talking about these drawstring bags that she made on her channel. You guys may remember her talking about those. She used to sell these on her Etsy shop too. She would make them and they were really well made. I bought a couple of them. They were really well made. Anywho, I bought the pattern because she highly recommended it and I've made some of these. These are a quick sew. And the pattern has a number of sizes. It goes from a tiny bag that will measure 4.5 inches by 3 1/4 and 1.5, all the way up to what they call a DVD bag, which measures 13 by 8 by apparently 0. I don't know what that means. But so they get to be really big bags. There's a small one in here that looks like I might be able to do the snack size bag from the fat quarters that we're putting together. I'm looking to see if maybe I can do the everything size. Basically, I'm going to make a lined drawstring bag with probably just these 3 fabrics. I just got to figure out what size.
Okay. Yeah, I remember seeing Yvette make those.
Yeah.
Those are really cute.
So what type of bag are you going to do, Tiff?
I'm going to make whatever comes out of what I make. I'm going to make a couple blocks and then whatever happens with those happens with those.
Can Becca repeat the pattern designer again?
The pattern is lined drawstring bag from Jenny Baker. I'll hold it up to the camera so you can see what it looks like from the front.
Let me.
I can get the link for this and I will drop it in the chat. But this is what I'm going to be making. I just got to figure out what size. And I'm thinking I can even do the small size if I wanted to. At Quilt Expo, I took a couple of workshops with my friend Erin from Love So Modern. She taught curved piecing, which was a lot of fun. And today I took big stitch quilting, which I never thought I would want to hand sew or hand quilt. But after taking that class, I'm smitten. But I want a little project bag to put my thimble and my needle case and all my other things in. I figure this small drawstring bag would be perfect for it. I could take it on my trip, put all my supplies down in there, and then just carry the project alongside of it. So that's my goal here.
That sounds like a good idea.
Yeah, I just got to figure out which size am I going to make, and is this like, am I going to use all of these fabrics, or am I going to pull? Listen, I have lots of fabric on a single shelf behind me that would coordinate with all three of these pieces. You know what the problem is? I don't want to cut them.
Lori says make it reversible.
It will be reversible. The way these go together, they end up being reversible. So what I'll end up doing is picking a fabric that will be my outside, which I think is going to be the purple, and then a fabric which will be the inside, which I think is going to be the orange, because I feel like that glows, but then I can have either way. And then this will be kind of like the accent piece that goes over the top. So you'll either have purple, you'll either have green and orange, or you'll have green and purple, depending on how I have it turned out.
Very true.
I
like it.
I gotta figure.
Teresa, people are asking when you are speaking if you could speak up, please. She's
Yeah.
operating off of her phone, so unfortunately her microphone is not.
Let me, give me just a second and let me see if I can plug the mic into it.
Yeah.
And if that works, okay?
Sounds good.
I'm gonna go starch.
And somebody said, and Tiffany's done already. Lady Fair says I should talk like a pirate during the entire stream. Ahoy, matey! That's as far as it goes. That's literally as far as it goes when it comes to talking like a pirate. I can't get the growl, and I can't get the other things, but where did my glue pen go? There it is. Arr, you matey. Somebody else complimented me and said I look better. I look more attractive than Johnny Depp. Thank you. Appreciate that.
I don't know how to take that.
I'll take it. I will take it. I think if I do it this way, the first one's always the hardest. There we go. That's it. That's it. I figured it out. And I put a little glue on the first one. So that way when I place it down, it doesn't move. Hey, I said it doesn't move.
Oh gosh, I love this purple.
Isn't it great?
Yeah.
Purpley thick. Purpley thick. Purpley thick. Good word. I don't like it. I'm going to use it.
Nancy, the Polly flew away. He needed a cracker. Gotta make sure not to chop off this wig as I use my rotary cutter.
Are you going to treat everybody to showing them the Captain Jack Sparrow run?
Oh no, not that again.
You can put the link to the video in the chat.
I'll do it here in a minute.
You can't dress up like Captain Jack Sparrow without doing the Captain Jack Sparrow.
I mean, you're not wrong. I need a gold tooth, somebody says. Cindy says I need a gold tooth. Lily says, Ian, you're making me nervous. I'm worried you'll sew your hair and fluffy shirt into something. I mean, it's possible. Brenda Foley, right? She says, so those strips Ian sent, heart, totally. I feel like I did a pretty good job supplying some good fabric to use. They were all worried that it wasn't going to be good fabric.
I thought it was going to be ugly.
I thought it was going to be Halloween, so I am happy with Halloween colors. I just don't want the Halloween print.
Yeah.
Okay, my mic is that I have is not going to work at all, so
Okay,
I'm just going to try and speak up.
no worries. Thank you.
Yeah. Because I plugged it in and then I couldn't hear you guys and they couldn't even hear me. And
Uh-oh. Oh, it might help if I drop my stitch length to the right stitch length for this. Since I'm doing paper piecing, I need to drop it down to 1.5. Everybody's saying that they can hear you now, so you should be
Okay.
good there. Oh man, how did I do that? I already got to get Jack the Ripper out now. I'm off to a great start. I'm already having to rip a seam because some of my fabric went the wrong way.
So, Ian, I'd love to know, how are you going to work these 3 pieces of fabric into your quilt?
So they are going to be the Starburst in the Atomic Starburst quilt.
Oh, okay. Hello, husband.
Hello, I think someone got a summons for jury duty.
Oh, no. Oh. Oh, God.
Put Jack on my shoulder. He can be the parrot. There we go.
Ugh. Well, it's official.
What's that?
I got a summons for jury duty.
Oh boy.
It's not until November.
congratulations.
That's not bad.
You said congratulations. I think it's right like a mile from the house though, so it won't be bad.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. Okay.
Hello, Bill. Bill says, I knew someone was going to be in Smoky Eye. I also knew it would be Ian.
Okay. It wants me to cut already. I'm nervous to cut, but we're going to do it. I have to stop looking at the everything bag because I'm making the snack size bag.
Put a sticky note over it. That's what I do if there's a part of a pattern that I don't want to see or I don't want to get confused, I'll put a sticky note over it.
Thank you. That's a great idea. And also what's a great idea is if I just write down the pieces that I need on a few different pieces of paper. So exterior.
Tracy says, so Ian, you're Jack Sparrow. You have Jack the Ripper. All you need is Jack Skellington and the trifecta will be complete. Heather also received jury duty recently, but she is exempt because of the minions.
Nice.
Jacqueline says, hi, I'm Jackie from Oklahoma and I'm new here. Looks like fun. Hello, Jackie. Thank you for joining today. I promise you, I'm not always dressed up like Captain Jack, but when I am, you know Halloween's nearby. Shelly also put sticky notes on patterns to help her as she navigates them.
Awesome.
All right, I guess I can do the thing now, can't I? I gotta move the chair. You ready for it, Becca? You ready?
I'm watching.
Ready? Ready? Everybody ready? Here we go.
You kill me.
Funny.
Donnell says, Ian, I was thinking if Jack the Ripper comes out too much, you're gonna need the Jack Daniels.
Okay, so here is my conundrum. I'm just going to think through this for a minute. I might be able to make a slightly larger size bag because if I need to, these are cut 9 inches, but some of this needs the pieces to be bigger than that.
Mm-hmm.
And they're assuming you're working from fat quarters instead of a 1/4 yard cut. And I feel like I can still get that out of here because matching up the stripe pattern is going to be really easy.
Yeah.
So I might step this up and make the bigger bag. I know from experience that everything size is the perfect size for, like, it's going to be great for just about everything. So I'm going to try to make that, but I'm going to have to be careful in how I position my fabric.
Sounds dangerous.
Johnny dangerously.
Why is the rum gone? Absolutely. Jan, Teresa, I missed what type of bag you're making.
Well, I was going to make a tote bag, which I still am, but I'm not going to make it quite as big as I was going to originally. I think it's going to be a size that I could put like my my yarn in for my crochet or knitting bag. That's my plan now.
Somebody also commented, who was that? Ronnie says, Teresa, I love the fabrics that you chose.
Thank you.
Okay.
Hello, Donna. Welcome. So glad that you are here and hope you enjoy my channel. Somebody asked and I lost the comment. Oh, there it is. Christina asked, do you rent yourself out, Ian? So far, I have not, but there is a video of me on the internet somewhere dressed as this, doing a whole skit. It's out there. Good luck finding it, but it's out there. How are you coming along, Tiffany?
I made half square triangles. That's as far as I got so far.
Okay. I like how like we're over here trying to make this simple and you're like, half square triangles. Let's go.
Well, you know, fast and easy.
Only in Tiffany's world are half square triangle units fast and easy.
Right. It's the easiest thing.
I mean, yeah, but you don't have to cut the fabric apart. You could just sew it together and call it done.
I could, but I decided to go with a little bit of flair.
Hey, you do you, boo.
Mhm.
All right. I have to decide my lining, my exterior main, and my exterior accent. So I think I've already decided I want the orange to be the lining. I just like how bright that looks. And I think that's going to be really nice for when I'm trying to find things down inside the bag. I like the purple for the main. So I guess the green has to be the accent unless I want to bring something else in. The green to me, by the way, gives me jail vibes. Like, anybody else get jail vibes off that green? Yeah,
I can
that's
see
great.
that.
I feel like the purple and the green together are definitely Halloween. Definitely Halloween. Do I want to change that? I don't think so. I think the purple and the green together. I like. Yeah. All
It's
right.
a good combination.
So this is my main. This is my exterior. This is my ties and fabric. I'm also going to try to do the I'm going to try to do my ties out of the green too. So the top ruffle, there's going to be a ruffle around the top of the bag. That's going to be green and it'll have green ties coming out of it because I don't think I'll have enough of the other ones. The interior of the bag is going to be this and the outside of the bag is going to be this with this. So let me go cut according to what I have on the posties and then I'll come back and get to work.
Sounds good. Charlotte, hello from the Netherlands. It's already midnight for you. Thank you for being here. Donnell says, challenge accepted, Ian. Good luck. Caroline says, I got jailbirds from the very start. Sheila, I hope you get to feeling better. For some reason, I feel like y'all should be singing the Ian Bunch to the tune of Brady Bunch. The Ian Bunch.
And I'm Judy.
Randy, thank you so much. I appreciate it. I'm currently a subscriber on So Becca's channel. Have never found you before. I'm subscribed to you now. Thank you so much.
It was the costume, Ian. It was the
It
costume.
was. It is 100% the costume. 100% the costume. And I'm okay with that. We're going to try this. I hope I get this right. Captain of Kilter Crafter. I'm trying to use the scraps from cutting out all the diamonds and sashing from the quilt top, trying to use that to make this. And I think I'm doing it okay, but like I'm nervous that I'm messing it up. I love paper piecing, but oof, sometimes it's a little rough. I'm going to use a little glue. Candy says you should go to Hollywood, Ian. That would be fun and all, except for the fact that I can't memorize lines. I was never an actor. because I can't memorize scripts to save my life.
All right, so this is the one where I've got to make the cut grow past 9 inches. So I've cut this strategically so that the stripes hopefully line up. I'm going to put it right sides together, hoping to get the pattern duplicated. And I am actually going to pin this because I want it to look like I never tried to repair it. This is what happens when Ian sends you fabric and doesn't give you enough. You're welcome.
Throw me under the bus. Shots fired. Goodness gracious. I sent you a 3/4 yard cuts of fabric and you are ungrateful for it.
I am. No, geez. But this honestly, it was all a joke. I am very grateful to have this. I know.
I know.
It's a joke. However, it's a good reminder of what you can do to franken grow the pieces that you need to get what you need for the pattern. I don't know how many times I've had to do this for FPP where I cut a piece off and sew it in. I'm like, oh no, it doesn't cover the whole section, right?
Mm-hmm. We've all been there with FPP. You make that cut and you're like, oh no.
Mm-hmm.
I shouldn't have cut it like that.
Yep. I'm so excited for this like, there was a time where getting this color, I would have been like, oh God, what am I going to do with that?
Yeah.
Now I'm like, great, it's punching me in the face. I love it.
I love that you came out of your shell on the bright in your face fabrics.
Well, and I think everybody evolves, right? Like,
sure,
maybe this isn't where I am in another year or two, but right now I am enjoying the land of the bright.
And you may not stay here forever, and you won't stay here forever, but you at least have experimented with it, and you get to come back here whenever you choose.
I'm not intimidated by it.
Right.
How you doing, Teresa or Tiffany? Can she hear us? Tiff?
She walked away.
How's Tiff doing?
I'm good.
So, Tiffany, I was talking to Mom coming back up from the Quilt Expo today.
Yeah.
And we were talking about QuiltCon.
Yeah.
And she was like, how is that going to work out? I was like, well, you know what? We're going to get a scooter and we're going to let Tiffany drive the scooter around. But little does everybody know that I'm sure there will be a few times during QuiltCon where 2 or more of us might be on that scooter. And so Mom was like, yeah, you just need to put Ian in the basket so he can watch out for curbs. So I had this picture in my head of me driving the scooter with Tiffany riding like you would on the back of a motorcycle, hanging out, like grabbing stuff as we're going down the aisle, and Ian sitting in the basket going, curb, curb, curb.
Oh my goodness.
Even if we don't drive it, like that has to be a picture.
Yeah, definitely. That'll be a lot of fun.
It'll be hilarious.
And this is too small. All right, let's get a bigger piece. Joy says, happy I found Becca on my feed.
Yay! Happy I found Joy in your chat.
Tracy says, or Ian falling out of the basket.
I mean, it might be me pushing him out of the basket at this rate. That's what I do when I'm pushing people. Sorry.
Curb. That was so funny.
It was.
It was so funny.
There.
Candy took the words before you said them for the audience, Becca. She says, I'd be afraid Becca might dump you out of the basket.
You're not wrong, Candy.
Grandma D says, question, I'm making a quilt using the Quilted Witch by Lori Holt and the Fat Quarter Shop Mystery Bats and Booze quilt along. I'm having to look around my ring line. I'm sorry, everybody. Use the cream-ish background. Would like to use a bright green. Thoughts? Does anybody know of a good bright green that Grandma D could use?
Can't think of anything.
Let's see. Melanie, it was on your feed, but in order to, to prevent trolls from coming in and popping up in the chat, I have it set so that people have to subscribe to my channel for 5 minutes before they can enter into chat. So that's why. How am I going to cut this?
Carefully.
Yeah. Gotta be careful. And with the sleeves, it doesn't make it easy.
I'm sure. I thought you would abandon that costume by now.
Nope. I commit and I don't quit.
Staying in character. I got you.
When I would work at the theme park during Fright Fest, I was in a suit and tie, and it would be in the 90s, and I'd be sweating, just dripping sweat, which worked because it mixed with the fake blood and made me look like I was bleeding, so it worked. But I committed. I fully committed. Oh, that's weird. I don't know. It should have, if you were already subscribed, you should have still been able to. So I don't know. YouTube's weird sometimes. It does some really weird things. I don't know. Donnell says, at what point is it okay to freak out and cry? I made a wheelchair lap quilt for my 24-year-old cousin that is getting discharged to go home soon, and I can't find the top to sandwich. Oh no. At any point is my opinion. So sorry. I hope you find that. Was that a giggle or a concerning noise?
The fabric tried to run away from me.
S. Taylor, I am currently working on making the Atomic Starburst quilt pattern that actually Becca gifted to me. Becca is currently working on making a drawstring bag. Tiffany has decided to make some quilt blocks, I think. She was originally going to make a bag, but I think she switched to quilt blocks.
Quilt blocks to make a bag.
Oh, okay. Okay. Quilt blocks to make a bag. Donnell says, I thought Becca may be crying for me. And then Teresa is making are you still making the tote bag or
Yeah, a little tote bag
little
to
tote
like
bag?
put yarn or something in like that. Yep.
Auntie L, isn't that always the case of you find stuff after you've replaced it? Always happens to me.
So Ian, did you have to buy a whole entire bag of little cockroaches?
I did. I actually have, there's 2 more. They came in a bag of 5. So I sent y'all 2 and then I sent y'all 1 and then there's 2 left over from the bag.
That's funny. Why couldn't you send us edible ones though? You know, like candy?
Because I bought that a while ago and I didn't want it sitting around for a long period of time.
That was a cute touch.
I thought it was funny.
I'm doing the quilt as you go method.
Oh, fun.
Yeah.
This hair keeps getting in my face. There we go. Tina wants to know, are any of you going to the International Quilt Festival in Houston?
No.
I am not. Even though I live in Texas, I'm not.
Mm.
But Tiffany, Becca, and I will be at QuiltCon in 2024. Hi, S. Taylor. Ronnie, they are gross. I have a huge phobia of roaches. I can't stand them. And it was hilarious because I knew what was going to be in the box and I still like opened it up and was like, ugh, like jumped a little. Donnell, I'm so glad you found it.
Purple zipper
Was I the only
or
one that screamed?
or a pink zipper.
Hold on, let me highlight you.
A purple zipper or a pink zipper.
Look at those blocks. I love it.
Wow.
I'm gonna go with, oh, I like them both.
So do I. That's why I'm asking.
Teresa, what do you think?
I think the red one.
I'm gonna go with the,
Either one. But I like the red
either
one.
one's gonna be good, but I'm gonna go with purple. Let's see. Jackie says pink. Katrina says pink. Jojo says purple. Tracy says purple. Auntie L says purple. Diane
It's
says
an equal.
purple.
It's an equal.
I know.
It's going to be purple because Tiffy loves purple. Purple it is. Purple the winner.
Purple wins. I love it. It's a good choice though. That's a good choice between those two.
Oh, I need lining fabric. Darn it. Means I gotta go to another room.
Go make Iron Man go get it for you.
No, I'm just going to choose something from my in here stash. What?
Oh.
You good, Becca?
Yeah, I just realized I left this at 9 inches and I needed to cut it to 4.
Oh.
But that's actually going to be in my favor because as I was sitting over there thinking about this, I don't know that I want the stripes for my bag to go the same way. I think I want to go, you know, maybe a little different.
Yeah.
So I might be able to use that to my advantage. So I'm just going to leave it as is for right now. And I'm going to start prepping my pieces. I have plenty of scraps over there that I can make some scrappy ties, which I think is going to be even better. Instead of picking one color or one green, I might just make the ties like 10 inches, 10 inches, 10 inches of all 3 colors and 2 of them. That'd be neat, right?
That would be.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, so Teresa, do you remember a few years ago when I went to the expo and it took me about 3 years to mail you the chai tea that I got for you?
Yeah.
It was so bad. I went to the quilt show. She did this beautiful quilt for me, and I showed her, like, I told her about the tea that was there. I don't remember exactly how, but she told me she liked chai tea. And I was like, oh, I'll send you some. So I got a bag of it, and it sat at my house for months before I mailed it. It was horrible. I mean, it was all sealed and it was still good, but every time I looked at it, I was like, I got to mail that. And I never did. Anywho, the tea place is local to here. And they were at the expo. They're called True Honey Teas. Ian, these teas are awesome. They take these little satchels and put tea and crystallized honey in this self-sealed bag. And you just throw the bag down in your water instead of like a tea bag. It's bigger than just a tea bag, right? And it's got the sweetener in there too. And they've got some really neat flavors.
Oh, wow.
They have a tea flavor that I've not tried that was there today, and I picked it up, and the lady was like, oh, this is also really good iced instead of hot. And I was like, okay. So I grabbed a couple of those bags, and I put it in a cup with some ice water, and I just let it sit, and she wasn't lying.
Oh, wow.
It's not super sweet, but it's not really, really light. Like, it's so good. I'll grab the name of it because I'm sure somebody's going to want to know. But yeah, the True Honey Teas, awesome. Can't recommend them enough. Did you like those tries, Teresa?
Oh yeah, they were delicious.
Good.
Yep. Thank you very much.
You're very welcome. Oh, this doesn't go with this pattern. I don't know where this goes. This is not the pattern. I do have a question.
What's your question?
Well, I think this is going to be for Teresa. So, as I'm looking at this pattern, I feel like I feel like I guess it's not a question for Teresa. I'm going to put some SF-101 on the back of this. So what I was trying to debate is, do I want to put some quilt batting behind this and quilt it a little bit and then put the bag together? Or do I want to put some SF-101 behind the fabric to give it a little bit more body? Or do I just want to put it together the way it says? The pattern does not say to use any interfacing or batting, but I know that I want the bag to have a bit more body. So I'm thinking I want to put some SF-101 back there. What are your thoughts?
Yeah.
Okay.
Definitely. If you want it to have if you want it to stand up kind of on its own, then I would probably put batting in it. But if you just want it to be a little firmer, a little stiffer, then SF-101 would be good. What do you think, Tiffany?
I would put a little piece of batting in them so that it stands up.
So the way
or fusible fleece if you have any.
I don't have fusible fleece. But I don't mind to put some batting and just do some straight line stitching right along the lines. That's going to be easy. If you look at, and I'll show you in the overhead camera so you guys can see this a little bit more, maybe you can help me decide how to do the other part too. So if I end up doing the bag the way it's laid out here, you can see the top of the bag actually has a ruffle area. And so if I end up adding batting to the body of the bag, look at this one, how you can see there's two different fabrics. I feel like I should not be adding that batting to the ruffle because that might make it a little too much. I think the batting probably just goes to the main part of the body, right?
Yes.
Yep. Okay, this is probably going to turn into a gusset of some sort. So maybe I'll do some SF 101 in the gusset, like the top. So this is the accent. This is the main. This is both exterior. This is the accent. This is the main. So I think what I'm going to do is put batting behind the main fabric and SF 101 behind the accent fabric. That's going to make this have a little bit more body, a little bit stiffer. It's going to hold its shape. And then the batting's just going to help the bag have a little bit more body. Okay, thank you.
Yeah, sounds like a good plan.
Appreciate you.
I don't remember who it was. Rubber band around the sleeves. I know. I don't remember who was asking, and I apologize, but somebody was asking for the fabric. I just dropped the link for the fabric into the chat, and I also updated the description of this video. So if you go down in the description, it'll say Ian's fabric. There's a link there that you can click on, and it takes you to the fabric name and all about it.
Ian, I'll give you the link to this pattern that I'm using in a text message, and you can put it in your chat too.
Sounds good. And everybody can use ! trick or treat to get candy.
Is it edible? Real candy?
No. I wish it was.
Here it is. Yeah, the pattern's really easy to do. This is going to be done by the time we're off the live stream tonight, I think. So if anybody's curious, definitely beginner friendly. I've made a ton of these when I first started sewing. Love them. Okay.
I just popped a couple of the links that Becca sent me into the chat, and then I'm going to update the description right now. So if you're watching this on the replay, you can go down into the description and it will be there. And I just updated it for everybody in the live right now.
Woo-woo.
Oh, gosh darn it. That's not what I wanted to do at all. Oh, and I'm tearing the paper. Wow, this is turning out great. Blech.
Tearing up my heart when I'm with you. Actually, I feel like
and if you need to know what other commands I have available for you to use, you can use !help, and that will take you to a list of commands that you can use. You can also do ! Becca, !Teresa, !Tiff, and that will pull up all of their links as well.
Thank you, Ian.
You're very welcome. Teresa does have a channel. If you type Teresa into the chat, or if you do !friends, it'll pull it up for you. Everyone's having fun playing with the trick or treat command.
trick or treat.
Trick or treat, smell my feet. Woohoo!
It's tearing up my heart when I'm with you. When we are apart, I feel it too. Come on, guys.
And no matter what you
It'll feel the same with or
do,
without you. Oh, boy bands.
Too funny. Oops. Yes, Mom and Pop, you are a friend. In fact, I meant to do this earlier.
Oh, uh-oh. Are you giving someone a wrench?
I am giving somebody a wrench. Damn, I meant to do that earlier. Laura Lynn, you're now a moderator. You're welcome.
Laura Lynn's good peoples.
She is. I was watching her live earlier today, and we were excited to she was excited about seeing the live today, and I was excited on she whipped out those. She's working on some really interesting like bordered quilt thing. Laura, help me out here. I don't know what it's called.
It's a pattern.
It is a
text
pattern.
panels.
It is a pattern, but it has like a really unique like the framing of it looks like it like jumps up and down. I don't know how to describe it. It's just
Yeah, it was really cool.
yeah, it's really
It's
cool.
an illusion.
It is an illusion. An illusion.
Oh, you know what this would be perfect for?
What?
Big stitch quilting.
Oh. Would it?
Yes, I could do big stitch quilting to hold this together. Will I do that tonight? No, I'm just going to quilt this, and then I can always go back and rip those out and put in some.
Or you could add it too.
Yes. Yeah, you could. And just make it as embellishments.
Yep. You could absolutely do that. Laura Lynn says it's the dazzling panels with neat borders. They're neat borders. Candy, I'll see you later. Have a good evening. Thanks for joining.
Bye, Candy.
Okay, so in the curved piecing class that I took yesterday, we were all sewing, and I don't do well sewing without making noises. I don't like the silence. If there's people around me or I'm in front of a camera and I'm sewing, I'm going to make noises. And so I was sitting there and I did just that. I went me, 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 me. And the lady behind me thought that was hilarious. And she goes, do, 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 do. And so like half of the classroom were going, do, 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 mana, do, do.
I love that.
Shenanigans.
Shenanigans, I say. Shenanigans. Oh, no, Katie. No, you did not.
Uh-oh, what did Katie do?
Always on the bright side of life.
I just got that one out of my ear, too.
You're welcome.
Thanks, it's back. Always look on the bright. We could start singing the Rainbow Connection.
Okay, do you have your noise cancellation turned off?
Maybe.
Because everyone's commenting, they're like, wow, Becca's machine actually does make noise.
Oh, I sure did. And now it is turned back on. You're welcome.
Thank you, appreciate it. It wasn't bothering me. I just was like, you're right, I can't hear it for the first time ever.
I'm in forever. There'll be noise and groans and grunts. I don't know.
I love those. By the way, Yo Patty G is here. Yo Patty G, what up? She says, I can't help, but I have to do that every time. I love those illusion borders, the ones that Laura Lynn was working on today. They look so good. Going to use them on the next quilt. You should. When she broke down how to make them, I was like, oh my gosh, it's so much more simple than I thought it was. But when you look at them, they're really complex looking, not actually implementing.
I need some of the striped fabric in my life. It has to be on my shelf. And
You're welcome. You're welcome. Welcome and bienvenue. Welcome. And cabaret.
I love this though, because I got a package with 3 1/4 yard cuts in the mail. I added some scrap batting and some SF101. And now all 3 of those 1/4 yards will be used up, and they didn't even go on the shelf. Like, it didn't even go on the shelf. It just went right under the machine and I had a finished project right away. I love it when that happens.
Lily says, Becca, do you have a link to your charm pack storage boxes? I looked, but I couldn't find them.
Oh yeah, I can get one for you. They're on Target. I'll grab the link. Actually, Mary texted it to me, so I don't have to go looking for it, because I needed it from her. Always look on. Oh,
Hello,
damn.
excuse me, around to it. I almost said get around to it.
Hi, Shirley.
Patricia says, what's the project? What are you all doing different? So I challenged everybody to work with the 3 colors of the neon fabric from Tula Pink. I am currently working on the Atomic Starburst quilt pattern. I'm making the Starburst portion of the, oh, I hit the light. The Starburst portion, excuse me, out of the striped fabric, and then everybody else is working on making a bag in one form or another using the different fabrics. Oh no, Becky, I'm so sorry. YouTube can be finicky sometimes. But you're here now. That's all that matters. Therese is doing the quilt as you go method, which I've never done that before. I need to do that at some point.
There we go.
Hello, Candy G. No worries. You just missed the other Candy. She was just here.
Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da.
People are gonna unsubscribe from my channel now because I am the worst singer ever. They're gonna be like, Ian singing, unsubscribe.
I don't think it's the singing. I think it's the crazy guest that you have over here giving them earworms.
No, no, very much not.
Who is that girl that keeps singing stupid songs? Please stop. Okay.
I got a comment one time on one of my videos because I do end up, like, I have words that I go to, like, we all say when we're filling in space. See, I just did it right then. And when you start noticing it, it gets troublesome. Anyways, I was saying super cool a lot, and they were like, can you stop saying super cool in your video? It's really annoying. And I'm like, I'm sorry, I apologize. But did I stop saying it? No, I still say it. So
No.
there you go. There you go.
Super cool.
Super cool.
Super cool.
It's super
That's
cool.
super cool, Ian.
Said in my best Vincent Price voice.
Oh,
Good evening.
we need to do a Zoom a challenge where we have Laura Lynn on here.
Yes.
She can sew
Yes, I
with us
agree.
if she wants to, but really what I want is just for her to narrate.
Yes. Yes.
She does such a good job. Like she's got, I don't know. I was gonna say she does a good job narrating the chat, but that's not what I meant. I don't know. I just think it would be fun to have her with her little songs, and then she could play like referee. And now Tiffany's in the lead. What's she gonna do with that purple fabric? Nobody knows. Not like auctioneer voice, but
Candy asks, Ian, have you had the seam ripper out? Yes. Yes. Jack Sparrow has had to get Jack the Ripper out. And somebody was saying that we needed
Jack Skellington.
Jack Skellington to make the trifecta, or Jack Daniels.
okay. This is good to go. Now I need some saw.
Jeffa Dunham.
I love that you knew exactly what that was. Dunham. Okay, so here's another design choice. Let's see what the audience says.
All right.
I'm going to go to the overhead because I feel
Right.
like I don't know whether I like option 1 or option 2. Let's play optometrist, shall we? Is better 1, better 2. All right, so this is the body of the bag. Okay, this is the body of the bag. It's going to go
It's a
like,
body bag.
da da da, Jeffa. Do I continue the stripe pattern like this and have this be the strip, or do I turn it so that it is going opposite for the ruffle? This is going to be the ruffle area where you're going to put the gusset and the ties are going to come out. Should they go the same? Better 1, better 2,
I like option 2.
better 1, better 2. Okay, we've got 2 votes for 2. You and Candy Grubisek said number 2.
Katrina
Katina
says
said
2.
number 2.
2.
Turn it.
2, opposite, turn. Don't forget to give a thumbs up. 2. Man, nobody said 1. Wow.
Nope.
Okay.
Everybody was going with opposite.
You.
Oh, there's a 1. JoJo said
There's
1.
Jojo said 1, but you are very overwhelmed with number 2. Kirk says, this is Deborah at work. Shh.
Okay. We won't tell anybody, Deborah.
We mean Kirk.
Kirk is here. Deborah, Kirk. I saw a comment. I saw it go by too fast, but Laura Lynn posted, she said, I got a comment one time that said, that I had a face for radio. I laughed very hard at that comment. She says,
What?
I can't believe that, Laura Lynn. That's so rude.
Yeah, that was mean.
Did that happen like on a live stream? Well, I guess it doesn't really matter. It's a rude comment no matter what.
Yeah.
I always joked because I was a radio DJ for a theme park that I worked at. And I always joked with everybody because I would have to get on stage every now and again and, do things for different aspects of the park life. And I always joked with people. I'm like, oh, they're like, oh, how did you get this job? And I'm like, well, I had a face for radio, and somehow I ended up on stage.
I think it's different when you're saying it about yourself.
Oh, very
and
much so.
you know you're joking.
Yeah.
And then when
yeah,
somebody just says that, no.
100%. 100%.
Unfortunately, you get people who feel like they can say whatever they want, however they want, whenever they want when they're behind a keyboard. And I have learned over the years that you just got to have a thick skin if you're going to put yourself in if you're going to put yourself in the spotlight. Because even if the people aren't saying it, some of them out there are thinking it. So
True.
I just,
Laura Land says that it was a comment on a video.
at least it was a comment on a video and you didn't have to react to it like in real time. But man, that's
Yep. Let's just, oops, I'm on the wrong screen. Let's just take a look over here real quick. Let's just look at that. Oh, look at that.
oh my gosh.
It's so delicious. Just everybody look at that beautiness that's there. So pretty. And Teresa, if you notice, looking at it, Teresa has coordinated her fairy dust with the colors. So the yellow fairy dust has gone around the kind of lime green, and then the purplish fairy dust has landed next to her purple stripes.
Very nice.
Love it.
And then if you spotlight Tiffany, you'll notice hers is done.
I was about to go over there. Oh, I love how that stripe pattern really helps the movement of it. Like I follow along with it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Love it.
Tiffany.
I'm hiding at the iron. I didn't put the camera in a very good spot.
No, it's good. It's good.
Whoops.
You are totally fine.
Are you counting down the days till you come here?
Yeah.
Yay. I'm so
And I'm
excited.
trying to decide how much warm clothes I need to pack.
I know you. Just live in your hoodie.
Yep, that's what I'm bringing. I told Ian the other day, I'm making sure I'm bringing the big suitcase so that I can have my hoodie.
Well, and we've got a couple here too that you can use as well. So you don't have to pack it, but you're going to want it on the plane because the plane can get cold. All right, I need a piece of SF 101s. Uh-oh, where'd I put it?
Where'd you put what?
The SF 101.
Oh,
Bolt of the dang on thing. And now it seems to be missing. It's MIA.
as Taylor, which person, who made what? I see your question in there, but I'm not sure. We're about 30 seconds ahead of you. So sometimes whenever y'all are typing something into chat, we've already moved on to a different subject. That's right. Tiffany's is great too. Tiffany, what is the other fabric you're using?
The Tula, this one.
Like Parisville.
Yeah. Tula Parisville.
It goes with them, with the stripes.
It does. It really does. It looks so good.
It was right on the top of the drawer. It made it an easy decision. It
Yeah.
was like it was meant to be.
Barb Olson says, so Becca, don't put the SFF 101 on the top portion of the bag or you won't be able to cinch it.
Oh, okay.
But you can cinch your waist. No, just kidding.
Whew.
I am going to add it to the lining just to give it a little bit more body, but I'll leave it off of the, maybe I won't add it to the lining either.
Becca, have you done a quilt before that in the pattern that Ian is using?
Yes. I don't have it quilted, but I do have it pieced. And I have a video on it on my channel. It will be quilted soon, so stay tuned for the full quilt reveal, probably in the next month or so. All right. I am not going to add any SF 101 because it's just going to be hard to, like, I don't want to deal with I want the nice ruffle, so I'll take your advice. But I'm just going to go ahead and start assembling because I've got all my components built out. I've got the body of the bag quilted. I just need to clear off the space so I can do that. I really need to clean my room because everything's starting to kind of clutter right here on me. Okay. So the way it says to line this up is we range all of our pieces shown in the diagram. So we're going to take exterior. We're going to lay this down. And then we're going to do the exterior accent, which is this green, and lay this down. And then if all of the width of these bags are the same, no matter what size you do, I remember that. So it's always going to match. What am I doing wrong here? Let me just double check.
Let's see. Becca, have you done, oh, no, that's the wrong one. Becca, have you done the tumbling block quilt? Have you done it in a solid?
No, I colored it in a solid when I designed it, but I did not put it together in a solid.
And maybe featherweight fusible is suggested. Also, Ronnie is asking if I've worked some more on the Four Queens quilt, and the answer to that, yes, this pirate is wearing shorts. You're welcome. The Four Queen quilts is not finished, as you can see. It is still sitting hidden back behind here. It is going to get worked on again, hopefully soon, but I wanted to finish. I'm so close to finishing Margot the Boxer from Legit Kits that we will be finishing the final block for that tomorrow on a live stream, on a marathon live stream, because it took me like 6 hours to work on one of those pieces, and it may take me another 6 hours. Thank you, Laura Lynn. Appreciate that. It's been a fun project to work on since I'm using Sylvia to work on that. If you're not familiar with Sylvia, she is my featherweight. She's my 1948 featherweight. And then sometimes I sew with her, and my queen quilt is the first one I've ever pieced strictly on my featherweight.
The table that I have my machine in is a Quilter's Vision cabinet by Tailor Made. The link for all the furniture and equipment that I have in my sewing room can be found on my website at sewbecca.com. If you go up to about and do my equipment, you'll see everything I use there, and it has links to everything.
Even pirates feel the heat. Laura Lynn sings, "He's got legs
and he knows how to use them."
Oh boy. Deborah asks if I'll be in costume tomorrow. I will not, but the eyeliner or the guy liner will still be there, because I can't, even like 24 to 48 hours after I wear it, it does not come off. So I will still have guy liner on tomorrow. You're welcome. Deborah, I can't remember, where do you work that allows you to watch YouTube? I'm curious. If you don't want to say, you don't have to. Like, forgive me, I should have qualified that. Don't feel like you need to spring out. But I do remember a little while ago in chat, you said that your boss doesn't mind, especially when it's super slow. So I'm gonna, you don't have to say exactly where, but you can say like what you do if you wish.
You're qualifying that to be like, you're not working. You just work in an environment where they support, like, get the stuff done, and it's a little bit more laid back.
Yes.
Because there are some places where like they still lock down the internet. You can't even get outside.
Yep.
Like having a job where they trust you just to get the stuff done is nice. Okay, I see what I did wrong.
What did you do wrong?
I can recover from this. I made everything 9 inches instead of 10.5 because my,
Uh-oh.
so I'm sitting over here going, why is my lining wider than the rest of my bag? Well, it's because I made it 10.5 like the pattern said, but the rest of the bag was not 10.5 like the pattern said. So I just need to cut 1.5 inches off of these and it'll be good.
Gotcha.
This just needs to be 9 inches, just like everything else. So I'm not making the everything size bag, I'm making my own size.
Auntie L says we used cold cream back in the day to remove eyeliner. So it's funny that you mentioned cold cream because when I worked at that theme park, I did play a zombie character for many years, and they would spray paint us or airbrush us with different paints and such. And that stuff was really hard to get off. It was extremely hard to get it off. So I had to resort, I wouldn't even try and take it off actually at the theme park like everybody else. I would wait to get home, get in the shower. I would use cold cream. I would use multiple wash rags. It took forever for that stuff to come off. And then even then, it still like would linger for a couple of days. I would usually have it behind my ears and stuff. So
That's not good.
it's fine.
Are you going to be in costume tomorrow?
I am not.
I
I am
think
not.
somebody asked you that.
I will not be in costume tomorrow, but during the month of October, I may throw, depending on how hot it is here, I may throw on a costume or two.
So what does everybody have planned for their channels in the month of October? What are y'all doing?
Teresa, you go first.
Well, tomorrow we are doing the pressed flower block from the Sew Sampler box. And
Cool.
then I'll continue on with the following Sunday with the calendar quilt. And then we also have the Berrylicious quilt that we've been working on also. So we'll continue on that one. And then, October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. And I like to do a quilt or two to donate for that. So, yeah, so I'll probably do a couple of those.
Awesome. Very cool.
That's kind of what I have planned.
Excellent.
Cool.
Tiffany, what do you have planned?
For
October.
nothing. Just do what I do when I do it. I don't plan things.
I figured as much. Do you even know what you're going to do on Sunday yet?
Huh?
Do you know what you're
Yeah.
going to do Sunday?
She posted a
Yes,
link.
I'm starting a pattern.
Nice.
So along. I gave everybody the pattern in the community tab.
Excellent. Becca, what are you going to be doing in the month of October?
I'm going to get stranded at sea with New Kids on the Block.
And have to get in a lifeboat with them?
I mean, twist my arm and call me Sally. I'm hopefully going to do lots of fun things. I don't know how everything will come out. We'll see. I've got a video coming on Tuesday that will be showcasing all of the quilts that I was inspired by at the Quilt Expo, and I'll just preface it with, I couldn't capture all of them, but I sure tried to get most of them. It was a lot. And then next weekend, this is your weekend to have a live marathon, and mine will be next weekend.
Sounds good. We'll
So-
trade off. We'll trade off.
Yeah.
I have the live tomorrow where I'll be putting together Margot the Boxer, the last block from Margot the Boxer. And then I'm going to release a video that talks about what to expect for the November sew along. I'm going to be doing a November sew along, so check out that video coming up. I've got the video for Carnival coming up. I got the video that recaps everything that I did in September coming up. There's a lot of content coming over the next few days and a few surprises along the way as well. And Deborah apparently works at a storage facility that is full all the time, not much to do. And my boss, upon hiring, told me to bring something to do, which includes sewing.
Awesome. Oh my gosh, like dream job.
Yeah, right.
That's great.
All right, I've got another of my star blocks done, which I love how this striped fabric looks on.
Oh, wow, Ian, that's
Love that.
gorgeous.
I love how the striped fabric looks on here, so I think it's gonna be.
Yourself so we can see a little bit better.
That's what I was trying to get.
Oh wow.
I like that.
Nice job.
And with
It
the
looks
other,
kind of like an eye a little bit.
it does kind of look like an eye. Let me see if I can. Whoops. Trying to hold 3 of these is not easy, but there you go.
Looks good.
Looks like spider legs.
It kind of does. And while I have it spotlighted, I'm also going to show, for those that came in late, this is some of the other fabric that I'm going to be highlighting in this quilt. I've cut them off into some pretty awesome diamonds. So we've got some bats, we've got some ghosts, we've got some potion bottles. And again, I put the link to this fabric in the description, so you can go check it out in the description. As soon as I saw this fabric, I was like, I know exactly what I want to do with it.
That's
Look
awesome.
at that one. This is one of my absolute favorites. I just
Okay.
love that cat. And then there's some good, like big designs in it that really allows you to highlight it well. So very excited to put these together. Even I love this little, look at this little pumpkin hiding behind the big one. Even though I'm cutting off the big one, I still think it's framed really, really well.
It is. It is.
So again, this fabric is listed down in the description below. Feel free to go check that out. And I have a whole ton of this fabric left over. I think I always make my quilts bigger. I'm keeping this quilt because I love it. So
You're going to need to make more blocks because it is a small, like I wish I would have made mine bigger.
I've got plenty more fabric to go. So I feel like I can add some more blocks, or I can make borders, or I can do all sorts of different things.
See, this is why Laura needs to be on a live with us, because she has comments like this one. That quilt will be cat-tastic.
It's true. It's true.
Like, I mean, all the puns with that one.
He does come up with some good stuff.
She does.
You want to see my crossbody strap for my bag?
Yes, let me highlight you. There you go.
Oh, we're doing the same thing. Oh, Fallon just rated your live stream. Hello, Fallon.
Hello, Fallon.
Changes colors as it goes.
That's beautiful.
That's cool.
Beautimous.
Love it.
Very nice.
I got that part done.
It looks good.
Okay.
Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. Hi, Fallon.
Hi, Fallon.
They want to know if that quilt is going to go on your bed.
It will. It will. Once I get it worked on, it will definitely go on my bed. I might even, depending on how it gets quilted, I might enter it into a show or two before I do it.
I was going to say, you want a ribbon to hang above your bed with your quilt.
I kind of do. I kind of do. So kind of do.
Wait, I have a funny story about ribbons.
Oh,
So, well, you already know the story, but
Oh.
your audience does not. So, like I hang out with Tiffany and Ian, who are award-winning quilters and have ribbons and hardware and awards for their quilts, and I do not. And I entered a quilt in a quilt show for the very first time this year. It was just my guild's quilt show, and it hung there. And I worked the quilt show as a volunteer, and so they gave me a little pin that said 2023 Cabin Branch Quilters, and then it had like a yellow ribbon hanging from it that said volunteer. And so I was like, oh, can I keep this? And they were like, yeah, you can, because we're not going to be able to reuse it since it says 2023. I was like, thank you. So I brought my quilt back home and I put it back up on the wall and I put my volunteer ribbon on it. So my quilt has hardware now too.
I like it. I like it. You're gonna get.
Becky,
You'll
did you
get an
know
award.
that I won 2 ribbons on two different quilts?
I know, actually, I did know that,
No,
Teresa. I'm so sorry. But
That's
see
okay.
that, I apologize.
that's all right. I just wanted to get in there.
I feel like I just surround myself with all of these wonderful quilters, and I love that. But I have not yet taken the challenge of
Oh,
entering into a
awesome.
judge. Katina said every ribbon counts. That's okay.
Yeah, every ribbon counts. Yep, mine was 2nd place and 4th place.
Are any of you going to submit quilts to be considered for QuiltCon this year?
I
I
am.
wanted to, but I didn't because
You
of
still
the
have
whole.
until,
Entries are still open until the end of October.
yep.
Yeah, but it's the whole shipping it there thing while I'm flying there and stuff.
It's going to be shipped before then. I think, because they didn't even, yeah, like.
Mhm. Yeah, it'll be shipped before, and you can pick up your quilts if you want to from the show.
Yeah, and if it wins a ribbon, I'll just keep it, Tiffany. I like how Tiffany's like, leave me alone, I'm concentrating.
Sorry.
You're
You're
fine.
I
totally
can't hear when my sewing machine is going. I actually can't hear you guys talking.
What?
I have you on my phone.
What?
I have you on my phone. See,
What?
that's why. Exactly. That's what I'm talking about, man.
Oh my goodness.
kinda
Oh,
make a
Teresa's,
cool
that's
table
looking so
runner.
good. Love it.
Table runner
It looks so good.
done.
This might not be my project bag. This might become my new purse. Why are you carrying around a drawstring bag? Because I can.
Because it looks
Nobody asked
good.
you. Nobody asked you, why are you carrying around that bag? This one's mine. Leave me alone.
Deborah says a ribbon is a ribbon.
That's right.
That's right.
Absolutely.
Absolutely right. Just like
Well,
my honorable mention ribbon.
Wah, wah. I don't know why I did that.
I'm being silly.
Hello, Becca. Thank you. You also have an awesome name. You're welcome.
Auntie L says, Ian, you are the twin of my son. If I don't hear him, his response is what?
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 What? Oh, only a 1-inch opening, you say? Okay, a 1-inch opening then.
Stephanie says half a ribbon is half a ribbon is half a ribbon.
Half a ribbon's half a ribbon.
Thank you, Mary. I appreciate that.
Okay, that is exactly 5. So 2.5 is the center. So we're just going to measure silly clips in the way. 2.5 is right
Teresa,
here.
Kathy loves the table runner.
Thank you.
3.5. 3.5, 3.5, 1.5, 1.5, 1.75 should be the center of right there.
The only thing that I don't like about this pattern is that you have to fussy cut, and I want to show y'all. Like, it wastes so much fabric fussy cutting, but I couldn't help but do it. Like, here's my hello. It's this, and this was a very large print, and unfortunately with the way that it landed in the fat quarter, you didn't get a full one. Like, I don't have a full cat from tip of hat down to bottom of cauldron, so it ended up like I had to frame it out, unfortunately. But it's, oh, I just put myself in the eye. That was dumb. Yeah. So it does waste a lot of fabric doing the fussy cutting, but I love how this is going to come out. I cannot wait. Cannot wait. Fallon says, I apologize for going live. I had some quick updates on our broken machine and apologies for delays. So sorry. No worries, Fallon. You do you. I am not upset with that at all. We are all supportive here on YouTube. And if people wanted to catch my replay, they can catch my replay, and no big deal.
That's right.
Hashtag replay.
No big deal at all. I want to give everybody, I'm going to give everybody a 15-minute warning. We're going to probably wrap up around 7 o'clock. So this is your 15-minute warning.
Okay. I'll kick it into high speed.
The good news is you don't have to finish here on the live. Everybody can check out each individual channel to find out, because I'm sure there will be an update either in an update summary, or somebody may be going live to work on their project at some point as well. So feel free to check that out. So you don't have to finish it. People can go back to your channel and check it out. And don't forget, you can type !friends into the live chat and get the links for everybody, or get the commands for everybody to visit their channel, which are going to be !Becca, !Teresa, and !Tiff. You can check everybody out, and you can also type in trick or treat to get your candy. Love this continuity center stage. It's following me. Cindy says, so Ian, it's only 4:45 here. You have plenty of time to finish. Some of us are in different time zones. Holly says, Teresa, I'm glad to see that I'm not the only one that starts out making one project and then turns it into something else.
Now, if I wanted to stop now, I could just make this a table runner.
You could.
Yeah.
It'd be a very lovely table runner too.
Yeah, I just have to put the binding around it,
Mm-hmm.
and everything would be good.
Kathy, everybody is in deep concentration right now. I am not going to start another block because it would take me too long to finish. So I'm going to monitor chat and keep up with spotlighting everybody while we finish up our live stream today. Oh, Cindy, no worries. I knew what you meant. No big deal. No
You
big
could always
deal.
find out if anyone's going live after, if people still want to be online.
There actually is someone. I believe Katie has mentioned that she's going to do a live stream tonight when we're done, Ian.
Oh, awesome. Katie, are you going live if you're still here?
I think she's planning on 8 o'clock after we're done,
Nice.
or 7 o'clock rather. It's in there. I think she posted something in the Facebook group.
Excellent. Linda says,
No, I
I'm
saw
in the
that
UK.
earlier.
I'm in the UK and it's 12:45 here a.m.
Boy,
Let me see if I can grab. Can I do that?
Maybe.
Maybe. Candy asked, the atomic starburst looks tedious, are they? They are not tedious, they just take a little bit of time. And honestly, if I was not like chatting with everybody, I could get one done a lot quicker. But like watching the live chat and talking with everybody slows me down a little bit. So it doesn't really take that long. I think it took me about maybe 30 minutes to get starburst done. So Greenland Quilter is going to go live at 7:30 tonight. Central Standard Time, excuse me.
Okay.
There we go. And so what's going to happen at when we end this around 7 o'clock, I've set it up so that way it will automatically push you over and to her waiting room for the live stream over on her channel.
I think this is her
Oh,
first
nice.
live tonight.
Say again?
Is this her first live?
I think so. I think it is her first live.
I think so too.
I know she's trying to get to 1,000 subscribers by Christmas. So if you guys are here and you haven't seen Katie's channel, you should check it out because that would help her reach her goal of 1,000 subscribers before the end of the year.
I've heard a rumor that she's might be receiving something if she reaches that goal.
I challenged her to get to 1,000. So yes, she will. So this is the scoop I'll share with everybody here. Her husband loves that polar bear that I did from Legit Kits.
Mm-hmm.
And I would love to be able to gift it to them, but I'm not gifting the polar bear. It was too much work. I want to keep it for myself, but I would love to give her the option to put her own Legit Kit together. So I told her if she hustled and she got to 1,000 subscribers by Christmas as a gift to her from me, I would buy her a Legit Kit.
Absolutely. Rashida asks, are you on regularly? I am on lives usually on Sundays. Becca goes live on Fridays. Teresa and Tiffany, they also go live on Sunday as well.
We're the 3 in a row Sunday crew.
Mm-hmm. Yep. First it's me usually, then it's Teresa, and then it's Tiffany.
It's Becca and the Sunday people. That's what we should call this collab. Becca and the Sunday Quilters.
Sharon, if you type into YouTube, she is Greenland Quilter. Lori, if you look underneath a video, there will be a button that says subscribe. Click that button and you can subscribe to anybody that you're wanting to keep tabs on. Barb asks, Ian, do you need special rulers for the diamonds? I did go ahead and purchase the rulers. Let me grab them out of the thing over here. I did purchase the rulers just because I knew I wanted to, oops, I just dropped one on the floor. I knew I wanted to make it easier on myself so that way I could frame everything out a little easier, and with the rulers and templates I can see exactly what my block is going to look like. So I did go ahead and purchase them, but the pattern does come with paper templates that you can either photocopy or cut out, or however you want to do it. So you don't have to buy the templates, but with the way I was going to fussy cut everything, I knew I wanted the templates for it.
I didn't do the templates when I did that. Instead, what I did is I took the paper from the pattern and I laminated it. And I think I ran it through the laminator twice, maybe. So I had something that was a little bit sturdier, but you couldn't fussy cut with it. So
yeah. Joyce says, are you all going to be live tomorrow? I'm going to be live. I know Tiffany will be live. Teresa, are you going to be live tomorrow?
Yes.
Yep, we'll all be live.
Except for me. I will be lurking in the background. I'm almost done.
That's awesome. The templates came from what is it, Violet Craft? Yeah, Violet Craft. I got them off the Violet Craft website. Lori says, look how much faster Tiffany is when she can avoid the chat. Vroom! Oh, look at that. Everybody's doing so good. I did see in chat, Teresa, somebody wanted to know, did you change your mind? Are you making a table runner instead now?
No, I'm still going to make a bag. But I'm going to enjoy it for a little while as a table runner, but it's going to be a bag.
Get my hand over the. There we go. Whew.
You had your hand trapped, did you?
I did. So the bag is pretty much put together now. I just have to put the gusset in and make my strap, but I could probably do that in about another 5 minutes. So as we're wrapping up here and saying our goodbyes and singing our songs, I should be able to get this finished.
Perfect.
I'll at least see it. If nothing else, you'll at least see it without the ribbon or the ties. I just want to make sure. I don't love how boxed the bottom looks, but it will be fine for the type of bag that it's going to be.
Jojo says, Becca looks in pain.
I'm a little hot right now, actually.
It's eating Becca. It kind of looks like those, what were those? The sandworms from Beetlejuice? It kind of looks like a sandworm.
Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you, Karen. It has been fun. It has been really fun getting to hang out with everybody.
Yeah.
We'll give everybody a few more minutes to wrap up their projects or get it to a stopping place, and then we'll end probably here about 7 o'clock. Birthing your bag.
Well, Tiffany's making something that looking pretty cool over there.
I know. Tiffany's.
Oh, I'm making the outer side and quilting the outer side of the bag.
Oh, okay.
I'll show you in just a sec.
Candy, she is making a zippered bag. There is going to be a
zippered bag. Crossbody. Because I did not feel like doing regular straps. I figured, when I go to QuiltCon, I'll have like a really cool Tula bag that's very modern to carry around with me.
Oh, that'll be awesome. That'll be so cool. Candy asks, Teresa, is yours going to be more of a tote style bag?
A what style bag?
A tote style bag.
Yeah, more like a tote bag. Yeah.
Marie
But
asks,
I'm gonna box the corners pretty deep because
Gotcha.
I want it actually for a yarn bag. Put my yarn in.
very nice. Marie asks, who is hosting next time? I don't remember who's, is it?
I think
Becca, I
it's
think, is winter.
I think Becca is
Oh.
winter.
I thought we were gonna let Teresa do next time, but yeah, no, I don't care who does it. There'll be
Either
one of
Teresa or Becca.
Well, it'll be a surprise. How about that?
So the bag dimensions, I don't love how tall and narrow it is. I think I probably wanted it to be a little less tall. This, by the way, I just had that folded down. So, but when it's cinched up, it could still hold a decent bit of stuff. It needs a good pressing to get it where it needs to be. So I got to make my little, not bad.
That's
It'd be a
good.
great gift bag.
That would be a good. I
Yeah,
can't talk. Why is the rum gone?
That is cute,
Um,
Becca.
Thank you. I'm gonna do some
Yeah.
stitching around the top just to give this piece a little bit more stability on the fold.
Mm-hmm.
So this is the outside of one side of the bag.
Oh, it's so good.
Ooh,
Oh, I love
wow,
that.
I love that. It's pretty.
I probably should have changed thread color, but I just used white to quilt it.
No, I think it's great.
So then the other side of the bag is the same thing, but they will land opposite. You know what I mean? So it should go in opposite directions.
Oh, that's so good.
And it'll be kind of like a box top so that the crossbody strap will come across, and then obviously box bottoms.
Cool.
So that's what
Can
it'll be.
I dibs. I dibs first.
I can't wait to see it finished. And if you want to see it finished, I'm sure Tiffany at some point will either work on it. She's almost done. She may finish it tonight. I
I
don't know.
just have to assemble the bag.
She may finish it tonight, and you may see it tomorrow on her live stream. But don't forget, you can check out all of our projects. I, of course, have a long way to go on my project, but you will see it on my channel. I will be doing live streams or something else with it. So that will be on my channel. Becca's finished bag will be on her channel at some point, and Teresa will get her project finished either on a live stream, or I'm sure she'll update everybody on when it's finished, when she finishes it out on her channel as well. So make sure to subscribe to all of our channels and get updated whenever we finish ending up with our projects, whenever they end up being finished. Mine's going to be a while. I don't even know if I'll get it done this year. I have lots going on for the rest of the year, so we'll have to see. But all right, guys, I think we are at time.
Is that it? God, that went so fast.
I know it did go
Yeah,
fast,
it did.
didn't it?
Usually
Like-
I'd be done by now. That's so weird. How did the time disappear on me?
I don't know. It did go really, really fast, though. And thank you guys so much for joining us. This has been an absolute blast. I loved getting to see everybody open up their fabric and get scared by the fake cockroach in their bags.
It's a cute cockroach.
Yeah,
He hung
that
out on the
scared the
machine with me the whole time.
Jesus out of me.
Thank you guys. Appreciate it. Again, make sure to subscribe to all of our channels, and we will all see you very soon. And remember, guys, normal is just a setting on the dryer. Bye, everyone.
Cockroach you later.
Cockroach eaters.
Bye.
Gotta
All right.
make my strings.